Today, I'm going to be giving Bronny James 99 potential and looking to make him the best player in the world. All right, so we are in modern day, the 2024-2025 season, obviously. Now, right now, Bronny James is on a team with his father, and he's playing with one of the best players in the world, Luka Doncic. But today, we're going to be speeding up his development by giving him 99 potential. So we got to give his potential a 99, his max potential a 99, and his minimal potential a 99. And you know what? We're going to do some other things too. We are going to make his peak start age at like 22, his peak end age at like 36, kind of like his dad, and seeing if he can enter the rotation, how he does. I honestly don't know. He might not even become a superstar ever, but we're going to go ahead and see. All right, Jokic wins the MVP. Obviously, Bronny's not going to win a Rookie of the Year. I honestly doubt he got any minutes. I mean, we'll check the All-Rookie first team, but yeah, he's nowhere near here. Let's see. Did he maybe play a single game at all? Nothing? He had to have like gone in garbage time or something, right? No, he did not drop a single point. He had to. Maybe he dropped 1 point? No, 0 points. Didn't even play a minute. So this is worse than his actual career. But you know what? The 99 potential upgrade is going to start boosting him up probably later down the line. We're just going to go ahead and simulate the playoffs where the Lakers beat the Mavericks and then lose to the Timberwolves. This should be an interesting final. It'll never happen, though. The fact that the Boston Celtics lost to the Hawks is hilarious. But let's just continue with Bronny's career. All right, Bronny James immediately bumps up to a 75 overall. Does that mean he's possibly in the rotation finally? He's in the rotation, averaging 12 minutes a game, the 10th man on the Lakers. He's definitely making progress. So he should get minutes this year with that 99 potential. Just sometimes 2K likes to take down the 99 potential, so I'm just going to make sure it's still there. It's still there, yep. Over halfway through the season, Bronny James is now a 78 overall, and he's averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, 40% from the field, 33%, 12.5 minutes. Did he move up in the rotation at all, maybe, possibly? Yeah, okay, he moved up to the 8th man, getting 22 minutes a game, which is pretty solid. Damn, Victor Wembanyama already winning MVP. Would this make him I think this would make him the youngest MVP, I'm pretty sure. Most improved player. This could have been Bronny. Was Bronny in the running? Probably not. I doubt it, yeah. He's obviously not going to be in any of these. Maybe defensive teams? No, definitely not. Definitely not. All right, so Bronny is a 78 still, and he finished the season averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Pretty decent numbers for his second season. I think he'd be pretty happy with that. 15 minutes a game. Let's continue with 99 potential Bronny because for some odd reason, the Lakers completely missed the playoffs, even though they have a pretty good team. I mean, they have Luka still, Austin Reeves, LeBron obviously retired, but yeah, it's really Luka just can't lead his team to the playoffs for some reason. All right, so Luka Doncic left the team in free agency, and now it's Bronny's team. They're giving the keys to Bronny at 22. Now, he did make his boom year 22, and he's already an 84 overall, so he's looking good. He is obviously the starting shooting guard, averaging the most minutes. So let's see. Maybe Bronny can have a big season, possibly make an all-star team. I don't know. Definitely not an all-star team. I think that's overshooting. But all right, after the all-star break, let's go ahead and check Bronny's stats. How is he doing? 17 points a game. What an upgrade. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He's starting to look like his dad, the Glorious King, on 35 minutes a game, 44% shooting. Yeah, a bad plus-minus, but that's really just because the team continues to lose. His team sucks. I believe he's the leading scorer. No, Dalton Neck is actually the leading scorer, averaging 22 points. But I'm sure that'll change once that Bronny upgrades continue. But yeah, this team sucks. They're 15th in the West. All right, Chet Holmgren MVP. That's kind of strange. And Bronny James win Most Improved Player. 17.7 rebounds and 6 assists. His first award. Now, obviously, the Lakers completely suck. They continue to miss the playoffs this year, finishing as the 15th seed. But this does mean they might be able to get a solid upgrade. And Bronny James is now an 86. I'm assuming he didn't make an all-star game. I mean, his only award is Most Improved Player. So he is getting better, though, fast. I'm just waiting for his team now to just make the playoffs. Look at this, the Rockets. Amen Thompson wins Finals MVP. The league is in a very weird spot right now. So Bronny James is now an 88 overall starting off. Obviously, he continues to get a ton of minutes, 34 minutes a game. It's really just him and Connect on this team. Jaden Quintons, I think that's one of the guys they pick because I think they had the first pick. Did they have the first pick in the draft? They did not. They had the 9th pick, and they picked him. Who did they draft just now? Because they should have had a high pick. Anyway, this team sucks. Look at this. There's 3 80s and then like 80 million 70s. Like, it's not looking too good for the Lakers. Let's just continue with the season as they continue to basically just tank. All right, after the All-Star break, moment of truth, Bronny James. That's Dolan Connect. Oh, he went down in overall. That's a bad sign. Bad sign. His stats are dropping a little bit here. That is no bueno for Bronny James. He should be doing better right now. It's really Connect kind of leading this team. 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He is doing what Bronny should be doing, but there's still a lot of time here for Bronny James. All right, so the Lakers continue to suck. Shai Gilgeous is the MVP. This year, the MVP, the most improved player, is some random guy. They can't give it to Bronny yet again. And Bronny is kind of stagnating a little bit, so we got to see some new stuff from him. What did he end the season averaging? 17 points, 16.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. So his assists went down, his points went down, and Connect keeps getting better for this team. So, all right, Bronny James has left the Lakers, and the Lakers kind of went through a crazy offseason. They got Anthony Black, Brandon Miller, and Devin Booker. Let's go ahead and see where Bronny ended up, and hopefully his overall went up as well. So Bronny is now a 90. There we go. He's starting to see some, I don't know how he just bumped up from an 86 to a 90 after dropping his stats. But that is the 99 potential doing its work. And he is on this team with AJ Diabonsa and Scoot Henderson. So he's on a really good team, but he is getting the second most minutes on the team. So he should be able to be a decent number 2 option here. Let's see if his stats can drastically improve. All right, All-Star break has passed. This could be the start of something pretty big for him. All his overalls are going up, and he's actually on a decent team that looks like they might actually make the playoffs. Let's see if he can maybe end the year averaging over 20 points. Let's go ahead and see. Obviously, Bronny's probably not in any of these, but I do want to see. Okay, they're close to making the playoffs. They're in the play-in right now, but let's go ahead and see what's more important is Bronny's stats, where his stats are 18 points per game. Not bad. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Pretty decent. I mean, he's on a stacked team, which is crazy. Look at all these high overall players, and somehow he's the 8th seed. So let's go ahead and simcast against the Jazz to see if they can make the playoffs, and it looks like it's going to be a blowout. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's really close. It's really close. We might get our first hop in here. 6-point game, 9-point game. Yeah, the Jazz pulled away late in the fourth quarter. Bronny, what is you doing in the playoffs? Oh, you're not in the playoffs yet, but you had 17, 5, and 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Could be worse. All right, so, we made the play-in. I accidentally simulated the play-in. That's my bad. Playing the Thunder, who, of course, have Shea, Chet, Jalen Williams. I mean, look at that big 3. How do you stop a big 3 like that? Game 1 goes to OKC. Game 2 goes to OKC. Game 3 goes to OKC. And as expected, they get swept pretty easily to the Thunder. Somehow the Thunder lost, though, and it's Jalen Duren who wins Finals MVP. All right. It looks like this is Bronny's team now, and he's a 94 overall. The question is, will he put up 94 overall stats? Because so far, in his first 5 years, his last 3 have been decent, but really the only thing he is just a decent role player. Let's see if he can maybe push the pace this year. All right, All-Star break is past, and it's the moment of truth. Is Bronny... Whoa, Bronny went up to a 97 overall. Things are changing. Averaging 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. He had a huge jump in his stats and just literally everything in his usage. He's now the leader of this team. The Suns are the 6th seed. He definitely made a All-Star game this year, I'm assuming. Yeah, all right, that was his first All-Star game. And I didn't even realize he made a 3rd-team All-NBA last season. All-NBA team. He didn't make a first team. He did make a 2nd-team All-NBA, though. And that's his 2nd All-NBA team. A solid 27, basically 8 and 6 assists. Things are looking different for Bronny. And it looks like the play-in has just been eliminated from the NBA. but he has to play Victor Wembanyama, where game 1 goes to the Spurs. Game 2 goes to the Spurs. Bronny has not won a playoff series in his career yet. Swept by Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. But Bronny James had a good playoffs. 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. A little bit of a drop-off, but still played good. All right, so Bronny remains on the Phoenix Suns, and he's a 97 overall. Let's just make sure that 99 potential upgrade is still going strong here. Okay, now they switch it to minimum potential 86, like that makes any sense. All right, so Bronny James, 26 years old, finally had a really big season. Let's see if he can continue. All right, AJ Diabonsum, MVP. And let's see if maybe Bronny James, first time in the first team All-NBA. He's also a 99 overall. His averages took a dump, but his assists went up. He's kind of slightly averaging like a triple-double type of vibe here. And he's playing fantastic on the Suns. The Suns are the 7th seed once again. Can they maybe pull off a playoff win? There's his first playoff win. It's 2-1. It's 3-1. And it's 4-1. At least Bronny James finally won a playoff game. And look at that, 25, 13, and 9. He ended up averaging 24, 9, and 9 in the playoffs. So pretty solid stats for him as a 99 overall. All right, Bronny continues to skyrocket in his career. So Bronny continues to skyrocket. I think this guy, Cameron Boozer, actually just joined this team, if I'm not mistaken. And they have 490 overalls, which makes me question why they keep finishing as the 7th seed. Is Bronny James just not a good leader? I really don't know. Either way, we have not seen him get close to winning a playoff series. And he's been in the league for almost 10 years now. So something's got to change. Let's see, 2032. Bronny James, not in the first team, not in the second team, and okay, he's made a third team. 22 points. His stats took a big hit, but his team is much better. Okay, 4 seed this year. There's a chance that they can make it past the Timberwolves. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to them. Finally. Game 3. Finally. Bronny James has won a playoff series. And it looks like he's definitely not the elite scorer that he should be, but he's playing his role to perfection, averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's kind of like the third scoring option on this team, which is good. It's more than you can ask for. Playing against the Jazz. Is there a chance that Bronny can win a title? AJ Diabonsa, that's his old teammate, and they have a stacked team. Game 1 goes to the Jazz. Game 2 to the Jazz. Game 3, okay. Phoenix putting up a fight here. Game 6, they're up 3-2. They could finally make the conference finals as the 4 seed. Looks like the Jazz are going to take care of business, forcing Game 7. Bronny actually had 29 this game. Big game for him. So, okay, Game 7. Let's do it. 2 minutes left here. 1-point game. Phoenix has the lead. Now Utah has the lead. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Come on. It's our first hop-in because it's the first time Bronny James has done anything in the playoffs. This guy, Dash Daniels, is really solid, driving inside and taking a 1-point lead. Here we go. Diabonsa. He used to be on the Suns. This is a huge Game 7 to see if Bronny can reach the conference finals. Is blocked. Karl-Anthony Towns now to Diabonsa. Diabonsa driving inside. Kick out. Lopez. Bang. 2-point lead for Utah. Boozer. Taking it inside for the layup. Diabonsa inside. Draws the foul. He's got the whistle. Graham bringing up the ball. There's so many creative players. The only creative players I don't see on the court are Karl-Anthony Towns and Bronny James. Boozer. Post hook. Misses. Jazz have a chance to take a 2-possession lead here. Diabonsa. Inside to the basket. That guy is unstoppable. Not much time left for Phoenix. They might need a 3. 5 seconds. Wilson forces one up and draws the foul. Finds Boozer. Are they really going for 2? Why would you go for 2? Why would you go for 2? Now's the time they go for 3. Graham. Boozer. Immediately a 3-pointer. Misses. And that's going to be game. Bronny was close to reaching the conference finals. How did he play in this game? His first Game 7 of his career, and you know what? He did good. 8 rebounds, 8.7 rebounds, 11 assists, but he's got to do a little more because he is the third scoring option. I'm not saying he should drop 35, but at least 20 points with a couple rebounds and a couple assists would have been really big for the Suns team. Either way, I'll call that a successful season in the playoffs for Bronny James because he was very close to beating the champions because the Jazz ended up winning a title. All right, Bronny James decides to take his talents elsewhere. So this will be his third team in his career, and he joined the Memphis Grizzlies. Who is on the Grizzlies? I kind of hope it's just him on this team so that he can just eat. But if there's some stars, I wouldn't complain. John Moran is still out here. He's very old, though. Let's see if Bronny James can make something work here in Memphis. All right, Anthony Edwards wins the MVP here, averaging a crazy 36 points. Florian Big Dog. Who the heck is this guy? How is this guy's real name Big Dog? Where did he come from? Bronny James is back in the All-NBA first team, though, averaging 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And the Grizzlies had a great season, finishing as the 3 seed and have a chance to make it far. So they win game 1, game 2. Dallas wins game 3. They win game 4, and they take out the Mavericks in 5. Playing against the Pelicans, who have Zion Williams still, a couple creative players. So game 1 goes to the Grizzlies. Game 2 to the Pelicans. Game 3, the Grizzlies. Is this the furthest Bronny's going to go? Come on, Bronny. Game 7. Game 7. We're going to have to simcast this. How is Bronny playing right now in the playoffs? 23 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So had a little bit of a drop-off, but let's see if he can close out the series. It's his second Game 7 in a second round, and it looks like it's going to stay really close. Wow, it's 11-11. Oh, my God. By the way, Make-A-Wish to subscribe to the channel since it's not 1-11-11 anymore, but this is going to be another close Game 7. That's going to go down to the wire for Bronny James. Screen is set. It's a Game 7. Zion taking it inside on Jaren Jackson, and he draws the foul. Wells. Jaren Jackson in the post. Rebound, Bronny. Put up the... Oh, he misses the layup. What am I saying right now? Thomas now to Zion. Zion blocked by Jaren. Back out, DeJounte Murray. Open three-pointer. He nails it. Putting it inside. A pull-up mid-range is missed. Bronny James. It's really our first time seeing him shoot actual buckets in a game. And it looks like it's going to be a choke here as Zion finishes a tough layup 7-point game. That's going to be game. What a depressing end to the season. They were the 3 seed. They finally had a shot. But at least Bronny is finally making playoff runs. He still has not yet made the conference finals, though. So Bronny is now 29 years old. He is getting better points-wise, and he's averaged a solid probably like 25 points a game since 2030. But I want to see him win an MVP. I want to see him reach new heights. But I don't know if that's possible. All right, so this is another kind of disappointing season. I mean, Bronny James does make an All-NBA first team, and these are his best numbers probably so far in his career, other than maybe that 29-30 season where he averaged 27, 8, and 6. But 26, 9, and 5 is really solid. This is probably his best season yet. The problem is it can't consider it the best season yet because he finished as the 15th. Oh, wait, he's not on... He finished as the 13th seed, which is not much better than the 15th seed. And he's 30 years old, and I don't know how much more losing he can take. He probably has like 6 to 7 more seasons left, probably a little more, maybe 7 to 8, depending on how the Grizzlies do and how he finishes his career. How is Bronny James All-NBA second team, and his stats took a big hit, minus 4 points per game. I mean, okay, well... I don't know. We might have reached his peak. But he could make a deep run in the playoffs. He's the 5 seed right now playing against the Spurs, who, of course, have Wemby. But I think Wemby's going to be too strong for him. 3-1. First 3-0 comeback. It's not happening. I don't know. He might have to, start ring chasing or something. Bronny James did have 28 points in this game, but he's only averaging 22 points. Only averaged 23 in the playoffs. He's really just up and down. Every season, he's really up and down. 99 overall, Bronny James, and he has a teammate now, CJ Rosser. So maybe that'll help him win a championship. I mean, the 99 and the 98 on the same team. I feel like that should do something, right? You would think. Look at us, though. We're starting 13th in the league. Maybe it'll pick up, though. Who knows? Maybe they got to figure out how to play together. Okay, nice little win streak now. Lost, but they're winning. They're winning. All right, they're winning. They're above 500. Bronny James, I think he missed all the NBA teams he could have made. But the Grizzlies are the 3 seed. And Bronny, wow. Complete huge dip in stats. 16 points a game. This guy is kind of leading the team now, averaging 30, 10, and 5. And they have a 95. I mean, they have a lot of 90 overalls. I feel like this is the lead. This is the year Bronny can finally win a championship. Game 1 goes to the Warriors. Game 2, are you serious? Don't get first rounded by the Warriors, please. 2-2. Come on, Bronny. Come on, Bronny. Give me one more. Another Game 7. All right. We got through it. I should have hopped in, but we got through it. I just didn't feel like losing again in the first round. Bronny James against the Jazz. He came very close to beating them. Game 1 goes to the Grizzlies. Come on. Game 2 to the Jazz. Come on. This is supposed to be your year, Bronny. This is your year to win a championship, and you continue to choke while averaging 17 points in the playoffs as a 99 overall. This is just sad. We might have to improve his tendencies or something. That might be the wave. You know what? Let me check his tendencies real quick. Shot close right, tendency go up. Let's just give him the tendencies. The tendos, the tendies. Mid-range tendency, bang. This up, this up. Let's just move everything up. Except for his passing. All right, let's see if that helps him in this next season. All right, AJ Diabonsa winning the MVP yet again. He's literally the GOAT. What's his vibe right now? I don't know when he got drafted. Yeah, 2027 draft. 2-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP at 29. Yeah, he's different. Let's see how Bronny James doing All-NBA second team. And it looks like it kind of helped the tendencies. I mean, he's back to averaging 20 points per game, and he's on a really good team. And the Grizzlies are the 4-5 seed. They beat the Warriors in Game 1. They beat the Warriors in Game 2. Is it finally time for Bronny to reach his first conference finals? He's into the second round, but we've been here before. Let's not get too crazy. The Kings are the number 1 seed, and they have AJ Diabonsa. Please, come on, put up a fight. Game 1 goes to him. Game 2 goes to him. Game 3 goes to him. Jesus. Ja, you have the curse. You have the Joel Embiid curse where you can't get past the second round. How insulting is that to you, Bronny? How insulting is that? And how old is he now? Now he's 32. I think he's going to turn 33 after this season. So, all right. Bronny James is 33 now. And things, he's pleased, but he should not be pleased. He's not reached the conference finals one time in his career. Come on. This year is the year. This is the year. And he has a talented team. That's why I don't understand why he can't do it. All right. AJ Diabonsa continues to win MVPs. Bronny James, not in the... Okay, he's a second team member. He's one of the best players in the world. And his numbers did go up just slightly, 0.4 points per game. The Grizzlies are the 6th seed, and I feel like I can simulate the round and know what's going to happen. Game 1 goes to the Trailblazers. Game 2. Yeah, Bronny is just not a playoff performer. Unless he comes back from 3-0, which he's not. He's just not a playoff performer. He averaged 17 points in the playoffs, which is it's 5 points less than his average. He's kind of becoming a playoff dropper, sadly. He plays very solid in the regular season. Playoffs come, he kind of just collapses. All right, 34 years old. I wonder how many years he has left. He has 2 years on this contract, so he's going to stay in Memphis for a little bit. All right, MVP, Cameron Boozer. He used to be on our team. I forgot, maybe the Spurs? No, the Suns. He was on the Suns. Bronny James, first team All-NBA, and this is his best season yet because there was a couple changes. That 98 overall guy left, and now Bronny is leading the team completely by himself, averaging 29, 7, and 6. This is by far his best season. Unfortunately, though, while Bronny has his best season statistically, his team finishes 15th in the Western Conference. So... Is Bronny James a winner? No. Is Bronny James a great player? Yes. But right now, unless some miraculous things happen, it doesn't seem like Bronny is much of the winner. All right, Cade Cunningham just joined Bronny James, but I didn't get to show. You could see it here, right here. He's literally planning to retire. So he literally just joined the Grizzlies, and now he's going to retire as a Grizzly. But who knows? Maybe this will boost Bronny, and he can finally win a championship. Come on, this got to be the year. All right, this guy continues to win MVPs. He's literally the best player ever, I swear. Bronny James, 32 points a game. He could have won MVP. Why didn't they give him the MVP? He's finally starting to peak at 35 years old. I don't even know how, but 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's up there with the greats in 2040, and the Grizzlies are the 2nd seed. Is this finally their year? Game 1 goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Game 2 to the Rockets. Game 3 to... Are you serious? Come on. Come on, bro. This is your year to finally do some damage, and you're going to lose to the Rockets in round 1. There we go. Grizzlies are forcing game 7. I don't even know how they have to go to 7. There we go. Pull away. Just pull away. Make this easy. Make this easy. There we go. 13-point game, 11-point game. He has a small kind of a double-digit lead. There we go. Round 2. Bronny, 51 points. He's literally peaking at 35, and he's averaging 37 in the playoffs. How did this just start happening now? Game 1 against the Lakers. Is he finally going to make the conference finals finally? All right, playing against the Kings, his first time in the conference finals, and he has to play against probably the best player in the last 10 years. Game 1 goes to AJ, Game 2 goes to AJ, and it's going to be a sweep. But at least Bronny showed some heart in this playoff run, reaching the conference finals, but not able to reach the prized finals, man. God damn it, he was so close. Oh, wow, Bronny left the Grizzlies. Where is Bronny now? Is he ring chasing? Are we about to enter the Bronny James ring chasing arc? He's on the Pistons. He might be ring chasing. He might just be ring chasing. Never mind. He's on a worse team than he was before, and he's 36. So it's almost over for Bronny James. So at 36 years old, Bronny James is peaking, and he won an MVP, averaging 37 points. He averaging 37 points, and he peaked at 36 years old. It makes no sense, but I guess he's done it. You know, he ended up being the best player in the world, but he's on just losing teams throughout his career as he gets swept by the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, Bronny James, we're planning to retire. This is his last season right here. Let's see. Maybe he can win a title in his final season. That's probably not going to happen. All right, AJ Debonsa, MVP. I mean, it's not Bronny, but Bronny does make an All-NBA first team and averages just under 30 points for his last and final season. The Pistons missing the playoffs, where unfortunately this is going to be the end of our video, where Bronny never reached the finals, but did have a pretty solid career. Wait, he's not retiring? His best season was literally a year before he retired, where he averaged 37 points and was by far the best player in the NBA. And he scored 62 points in a season, which is nice. Won one MVP, was a 12-time All-Star, a 7-time first-team All-NBA member, a 4-time second-team All-NBA member, a 2-time third-team All-NBA member, and 6-time first-team All-Defense. He had a very solid career, and honestly, judging by the stats, he'll probably go down as one of the best players to never make a finals, possibly one of the best players to never win a championship. But if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and subscribe. I've been saying in all my videos, make sure to follow my Twitter, giving updates, going to be doing giveaways in the future. Once I hit 3,000 followers on there, I'll start doing giveaways. So let's go crazy on the Twitter. I know nobody has followed since I've been saying this, so who's going to be the first one? Thank you all so much for watching, and peace.